Hi everyone, this is Ellie. The Dreamland Wonder Part 1 event is now out. Make sure to check the event duration in your time zone. Per usual, I have the link to the official patch notes announcement in the video description. And before we get started, I want to quickly mention that I have a Twitter account dedicated to this game, and also I post any of my updates there, so follow me if you're interested. Info will be in the video description and pinned comment. Now, moving on to the event. So the event story is divided into Ayn's section and Clarence's section. Please note that you do need to choose one of them first, and you need to complete the first one you choose before you're able to start the second one. And if we click into one of the boxes and enter the map, this is what you'll see. Basically, you need to roll dice, and that'll get you clues to advance in the event story. There are two types of dice. So on the bottom right here, there's a normal type, which basically will randomly roll a number between 1 and 6, and a controlled dice, which will allow you to choose the number you want to roll. And I'll touch a little bit more on this slightly later. So for the normal dice, you get 2 free normal rolls daily, and any roll after that will cost you increasing stamina. If you're rushing to finish the story, you may consider spending 5 stamina per roll. Just know that the amount of stamina required increases to 10, then 15 per roll after a certain number of attempts. You can also get normal dice from completing daily quests, so please claim your daily quest rewards promptly. And one more place you can find a free normal die is if you go to Adventure Jotting on the left, and then Memory Notes on the left, and click the mail lead. I already claimed mine for today, but basically every day you can come here and click on the mail lead, and that'll get you a free normal die. As for the controlled die, you can get this from Dream Exploration at the bottom left. And this is basically where you're going to find your stamina farming stages, and there are 8 difficulty levels for each box. So Ayn has 8 difficulty levels, and then Clarence has 8 difficulty levels. The first 5 challenges you complete daily will get you controlled dice. Of note, there are actually no bonus drops from any of the illustrators for this event, only attack buffs in event combat, which you don't really need to worry about putting event cards on your team this time. But basically here, you can just progress through the stages and make sure to at least do 5 clears every day to get the control die. Now going back to this map here, I do feel like this gameplay section can be a little bit confusing. There's quite a bit of nuance and rules, but I'm just going to cover the basics of how the gameplay works. So you basically, as you can see, there are multiple slots on the map as it circles all the way around, and you mostly want to aim for the eye-looking symbols, so something like that, and the magnifying glass symbols. So these will trigger special events where you'll be able to collect clues to advance in the story. So my recommendation is if you're more than 6 slots away from an eye symbol, use the normal dice. If you're within 6 slots, use the controlled dice to land on the eye. So for example here, I am 3 slots away from the eye. I'm going to use controlled dice and select 3. All right, and basically these are like special events, event occurrences, whatever you want to call them, associated with these eye symbols will rely on a selection and also rolling a number below or above a threshold. So for example here, these are the rules if you want to read up more on it, but basically it'll roll something. And see, so I failed here, and every day you can restore up to 50 luck values or luck points. And if you do have the monthly VIP card, you will additionally have 20 luck values. So we will just re-roll here again. Basically just keep re-rolling until you pass. All right, so success. And also, I forgot to point out, but at the top right of the screen, when you're doing this rolling, there is a skip button if you want to skip the animation for it. So yeah, let's say you do spend all the luck and still weren't able to pass the stage. You can continue rolling on the main map. So you can just press leave for now and then continue rolling on the main map. The next time you encounter the eye, you'll pick up kind of where you left off, and you can just continue trying and re-rolling there. And so here it says unlocks after passing the starting point. Basically, you just keep rolling until you come back to the starting point, which is this one right here. This is the one we started with. This is just going to take a while, and it also kind of relies on luck, so just be patient with it. All right, and now if we talk a little bit more about the other features here, if we go back to Adventure Jotting on the left, Adventure Report is where you can find quests and the rewards for these quests. So for example, the event avatar frame is found here. So that's something you want to look out for, as well as the MC's Academy Chibi outfit for this event is also available to claim here. And something else I want to add is Ayn and Clarence both have Event Academy chibi outfits. You do need to buy the corresponding pack from the shop, so that I will touch on a little bit later in this video. And then if we look at memory notes here, this is basically where you can replay and review the unlocked event story. Again, just to remind you, please click on the male lead every day for a free normal die. Alright, and then if we go back to the main screen here, you can check out outfit at the bottom left. This one will lead you to this screen first. This is like I would say it's a more worthwhile pack to buy, obviously depending on your choice of spending how much money you want to spend. So this pack includes one outfit of choice, either between Clarence or Ayn, and then one background of choice, as well as 4 paints. And then you can also access more outfit packs if you go to the general shop here, Dreamland Wonder tab, and then there's these 2 just regular packs. So that's just the outfit plus the background. And just as I mentioned, this is also where you're going to find the chibi outfits for Ayn and Clarence. Again, these chibi outfits are not the date outfits. These are the Academy outfits, like the small figure ones that you see here. All right, and then now moving on to the gallery here, or you can also access it from gallery on the main screen. Per usual, we do have the rate of choice feature. I already used it, but it's somewhere over here. Whichever SSR you wish for will be guaranteed as the first event SSR you get. Specific rates are listed in details here. Pity for this banner is shared across regular event banners, standard permanent banner, and rotation banners. Sketch rewards will not carry over. The detailed illustrator guides for this event are already up on my Notion site, which is linked in the video description and in the pinned comment. Now moving on to the cards themselves. So Ayn's card is a tanky healer that has great team-wide healing but doesn't excel in single-target emergency healing. In fact, both skills and the ult all involve team-wide healing. The auto, unfortunately, is very dumb, so please use manual as possible. Also, this card is not a max HP-based healer like Qingqiu. In most situations, max HP-based healers like Qingqiu will outperform regular healers like this card. And also, just as a heads up, all male leads will have max HP based healers released sometime in the future, if it's not out yet. And then if we look at Clarence's, so Clarence's card is a main or supportive AoE that has a kit centered around effect hit and effect dodge, and has good damage output itself. So the skills are related to either buffing the team's effect hit rate or debuffing the enemy's effect hit rate. Just something to note is the guaranteed effect hit on skill 2. So basically, if you use this skill on an Illustra, any of their skills or ult effect or whatever that relies on probability will be guaranteed hit. And so you would want to pair this card with teammates that have low probability but impactful abilities, like, for example, Light Era's ult gauge freezing or Music Dream's invincibility. And in terms of pull recommendation, if you have a lot of probability dependent cards, Clarence would be a good card to have on the team. I do also just want to give a heads up that there are a few future cards that also guarantee effect hit and are a bit more versatile. So Clarence's current card will see more use in the short term rather than in the long term. And then Ayn's is a good choice if you don't have any healers. Again, just as a reminder, max HP based healers will dominate the healer tier list if there is one, and this card is not one. So just pull as needed or interested. As a reminder, the detailed illustrator guides are already up on my Notion site. And then a couple more important events occurring at this time. If you go to event on the bottom and green harvest over here, basically you can complete quests to collect character fragments, and ultimately you'll be able to obtain a free Clarence SSR after all fragments are unlocked. And then also there is a holiday here in the main screen, Loving Holiday Part 5. If you want the Lars SR Plus, you will need to purchase either the exclusive schedule or the advanced schedule. And per usual, Loving Holiday purchases do not count towards any limited time top-up event, although there are none happening at the moment. And then with the release of this round of Loving Holiday, we are getting an increase in Lars's affinity limit to 25. And you actually get a sneak peek for the Affinity teaser over here if you want to click over here. And so that'll be all for the video. Make sure to check the pinned comment and please like and subscribe.